Hey everybody, it's Mike Watson here. I've gotten a lot of requests and questions lately about doing deals with me in a partnership. So I wanted to put together just a short video on how to submit deals and what you have to do to qualify for them. So the criteria for doing deals with me are going to be, number one, you must be a lifetime member of the highest and best use family. That means simply to qualify, you have to have attended one of our 2-day base camps. Those 2-day base camps teach you how to get trained. No offense, I don't want to partner with someone who has not been trained in the way we do real estate. It just makes a lot of sense for you to get trained on how to do these deals and find them for us to partner together. Number two, the deal must be in your area. So if you live in Phoenix, I don't want to see a deal from Los Angeles. You have to be near, and we'll call it about 30 minutes drive. I want you to be close to the deal if you're going to be going there often. I won't have to be around the deal if you are and you're qualified and trained, but the deal must be in your area. For the first couple of deals, I'd like you to see do deals that are $1 million in value or less. I don't want to do a monster deal with you and teach you how to do your first deal or the first deal my way and spend a bunch of money doing it. So we want to do some smaller deals first. Those bigger deals will come later. Next, number four, you must participate in that deal. That sounds funny, but we do get people that want to call in and hand deals off and sit back and collect a check sometime later. We do not do those types of deals. Number five, you must be all in a few months. Now what that means is right now we're only requiring that you come to a 2-day camp to start your training for you to partner. As I enhance and add additional layers of education that I have coming, you will have to participate in additional education. If you do not want to receive all of the training in the real estate education that I do, you don't want to be my partner. Next couple of months from June 17, all you have to do is get signed up and attend a 2-day base camp, which will allow you to have a lifetime membership to those camps so you can keep coming back again and again and again. Here's what I want you to submit when you put a deal in. The first thing is I want an address. I want to know where the property is located. The next thing is, number two, I want to know what the value or sales price is. For sale, but if it's not for sale, you do need to talk to the seller and see if they're interested in selling. I don't want to do a bunch of deal evaluation process and go through a bunch of things only to find out that we talk to the seller later and they're not interested in selling. So it makes sense that the property's for sale or that the seller is willing to sell. Number three, I want to know what the current use is. What is the property currently being used as? And ideally, there'll be a use change. When we change the use, we change the value. There'll be a use change. Now, number four, what is the current zone and any incentives that the city offers in their zoning or overlays or anything like that, with the infill opportunities that we have? What's the current zone, the uses that zone allows? And then next, we're going to go to what is the highest and best use. So ideally, you'll find the property, it'll be one use, we'll change it to another use. What's the future use? And is that future use allowed? Is there anything we have to do to get the future use? So what is the highest and best use? Best case scenario is we find a property that has a better use that's not being realized or actualized. We buy the property, change it to the higher and better use for a profit. Number six, this will be a little harder for some of you to do, but I want you to try to figure out what the cost to change is from the current use to the highest and best use. So we find a property, convert it to a different use. How much is it going to cost us to change the property from what it is to what it can be? I mean, just take your best stab at this. Get do some due diligence on this. See if you can figure out what it might cost. And then if you can't figure it out, or it's a little more technical than you're prepared for, I can help on this one. But I want to see that you're kind of making an effort here to see what the cost to change would be. What will the property be worth when it's done in the future? So what is the future value of the highest and best use once the work is finished? And that will allow us to determine, number eight, the profit. And the profit, again, is determined by, we take the future value after it's all fixed up, cost to change, and we subtract the acquisition cost. And I want to see at least a 20% profit of the future value. So if I buy a property for $1 million, I put $200,000 in it, it's worth 1.5 million. The future value is 1.5 million. The cost to change is 200,000. The original purchase price was 1 million. If I take 1.5 million minus 200 minus 1 million, that leaves me 300,000, which just happens to be 20% of the future value of 1.5 million. So you can submit these deals to michael23watson@gmail.com, 23watson@gmail.com. I also have this in a Word doc, a template to submit the deals. I'll put those out and make those available. You can email me for one or get them on our Facebook group. Happy hunting. Let's do some deals.